In the previous budget statement, the government projected a modest surplus of $0.78 billion for FY2024. However, revised figures reveal an $8 billion increase in total operating revenues, rising from the estimated $108.6 billion to $116.6 billion. To put this in perspective, $8 billion equates to $8,000 million, a substantial underestimation. Prime Minister Lawrence Wong attributed this unexpected revenue surge primarily to a higher corporate income tax collection, which only accounts for less than $3 billion of the increase. The remaining $5 billion plus over-collections include significant rises in vehicle quota premiums or COEs at nearly $1.9 billion more, and goods and services tax at $1.2 billion more. Additional increased contributions came from statutory boards, stamp duties, and personal income taxes. The higher-than-expected COE and GST collections reflect the financial pressures Singaporean families have endured recently. Escalating costs of essential items, such as food, are particularly concerning. Offering ad hoc vouchers and handouts in response to the cost of living may come across as missing the wood for the trees.
If elections were really the prime motivation behind this budget, the government must be mad to not have spent down more of this surplus on short-term measures, whether cash or vouchers. The COVID-era budgets may be quite a distant memory already for some. But back in FY20, just 5 years ago, at the start of this government's term, we incurred an unprecedented deficit of more than $50 billion. Not 5 or 6 billion, but over 50 billion in deficit. And then we ended FY21, 22, and 23 more or less balanced. And so this surplus in FY24 and the projected surplus in FY25, and importantly, excluding the drawdown from past reserves, taken together, these will really just allow the government to finish its 5-year term more or less balanced. And this is also what successive PAP governments have committed to do. Therefore, rather than seeing these surpluses as potentially fomenting cynicism amongst Singaporeans, that somehow the government has been collecting more taxes and monies than the nation needs, I think Singaporeans can instead draw confidence that these surpluses represent this PAP government's consistency and the will to maintain fiscal prudence over its entire term of government, across many terms of government past, and well into future terms of government, if the PAP were to continue receiving the mandate to form the government of Singapore.
The government has collected about $8 billion more revenue each year than its original estimates in 2022, 2023, and 2024. Will it do it again for 2025? The PAP government has always claimed that there is tight fiscal headroom. But if year after year, surpluses are always bigger than what is estimated, then it really calls into question why the government decided to inflict so much pain on Singaporeans by raising GST in 2023 and 2024 amid high global inflation. When I questioned PM Lawrence Wong on budget marksmanship at the debate last year, he said before COVID-19, our fiscal marksmanship was not too bad. And our forecast accuracy was not as good now because of COVID-19. Does the PM expect our budget marksmanship to be better this year? Or will we end up having a larger surplus than we anticipated again? Budget marksmanship is important so that Parliament and Singaporeans have a clear view of the fiscal resources available to us.
The fiscal surplus, whether expected or unexpected, speaks to a prudent and conservative approach, which I believe all sensible financial experts with a heavy responsibility of a stewardship role would adopt. it is the basic value system of not spending more than one has. To me, the more important question is how will we use these surpluses to further enhance our infrastructure and capabilities for Singapore to be an even more vibrant financial center, compelling tourist destination, and flourishing metropolis. Also, if indeed surpluses are expected to continue, are there opportunities to recalibrate the pace and amount of taxation to allow markets to be more efficient and to ease rent and labor cost pressures while still upholding fiscal prudence?